Okay, so we got some huge news coming from Tower of Fantasy Developers Hotta Studio, which for their new game, Neverness To Everness, it seems like the developers are listening, and I think this is going to be a very good in step in direction, a step, however you say it. So yeah, you already know what I mean, but basically this is a good sign that the developers are listening to players' concerns and they're listening to every single word that the community or people in the community for the game have been recently saying. And I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out because it was the same with Weather and Ways. They listened and we've seen how far the game went with player feedback and such. So yes, player feedback is very important, but hey, let's not waste any more time and let's go ahead and talk right into this. So after the release of our announcement trailer and gameplay trailer, we have received a lot of feedback from players worldwide. We saw comments like, this design is exactly what I wanted, which I even said before on Twitter, and basically I think in my last video as well, I was like, yeah, Tower Fantasy developers, like the Tower Fantasy quality, game style and everything always look good. I just had some issues with some of the decisions that they done in game, but the quality of their game always looked amazing. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think it was bad or anything. It always looked cool and awesome to me. So yes, the design to this game do look very cool. All right, this gameplay would definitely be fun. 100%, it definitely do look like it'll be fun. I was very impressed as well as longer suggestions saying this part of the design needs more refinement and this design would be even better if done differently, which I completely understand. There's nothing wrong with asking for, more variety and such like that. All this feedback is very valuable to us. We appreciate every player who watched our announcement trailer and gameplay trailer. We also thank you for your attention and support to Neverness To Everness. We would like to take this opportunity to talk more about NTE and share some of our future plans with you, which I cannot wait. So let's go ahead and read the images here. So first image we got here, after the release of our announcement. Okay, this is just basically going over the first part. Okay, so let's talk about the questions, the Q&A here. We got a whole entire Q&A optimization. I'm so glad they're talking about optimization off rip. Everybody has their concern with the game being on Unreal Engine 5, so let's go ahead and see this. After the trailer, I'm very excited to see a word about the optimization using Unreal Engine 5. Will the game be well optimized, especially for mobile play, which is a huge concern because people are always concerned when games come to Unreal Engine. Optimization for multi-platform play is a key focus for us. We have received your concerns about mobile adaptation. Rest assured, we will do our best to ensure a smooth experience on mobile and cloud platform, minimizing the quality gap with other platforms. Yes, which is very good response. So, but hopefully they'll be able to optimize the game because, well, like I said, everybody will tend to always be meeting the requirements for Unreal Engine, but will always have issues, and it's still kind of like that with Weather and Ways. People will have the most expensive device, computer, phone, whatever, but the optimization will always be a huge issue. And people are like, oh bro, it could be just your device, you got an old outdated device. It's really never the case sometimes, because sometimes people really do meet the requirements, but it's always an optimization issue. So let's go ahead and go to UI. The UI doesn't seem to match the art style of the open world. It needs more optimization. The UI, to me, I feel like the first trailer or showcase we were shown, we didn't get to see the whole entire UI, like I said in my last Neverness To Everness video. So I'm kind of neutral on this because I don't think they've shown us exactly everything of UI, to be exact, because we couldn't even see the quest on screen when they was encountering like enemies or going into combat and such. So we couldn't tell the entirety of the UI like that. But I completely understand because I've seen people have some concerns about the UI, saying, you could do different with the map. You could place it in other places. You don't have to be quote unquote like Genshin Impact and where these other open world games with their UI, which I completely understand. I've seen people complain about it. We have received feedback that the current UI does not match the game tone. Now, for history, optimization of the UI system has been added to our list of improvements. Okay, perfect. Good response. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see what they're going to do with the UI then. Action system. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. Action system seemed like polished. I think it actually does, because it was like this lolly character with her ultimate. The combat system as well. It kind of looked off to me when they was using their ultimates and such. So I do hope they smooth out everything. We have seen a lot of feedback from players about the lack of smoothness in characters' movement, such as running and getting in and out of vehicles. We have already started further polishing the development of the action system to bring everyone a better exploration experience. Okay, good. Combat system. The biggest shortcoming in the trailer seems to be the combat targeting, interaction, and other aspects are lacking, which is true in a way because combat system don't look anything too special to me, especially if you like I said, I posted a Twitter post a few days ago, I said most Zealand Zone Zero players and Weathering Wave players should feel at home with the combat system because most of it just kind of looks very similar, but it's not like very polished in the same way Weathering Waves and Zealous is kind of. It's just criticism. I'm not hating. It's just some criticism. So, as the supernatural world, combat based on Esper abilities and anomalies is crucial aspect for us. We have received it carefully. Summarize your feedback on combat interaction, targeting effect, and other optimization suggestions based on the trailer. We are currently working hard on these optimizations, so please rest assured. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I got trust in the developers because at least they're responding to players' concerns. So I'm gonna hold them. I'm gonna keep my expectations still low because I don't want my expectations to be like, oh, I got an all-time high since they're listening. But I do got some trust in them to at least take accountability for all this stuff. All right. So credibility of the single take PV. The gameplay trailer promised a lot, but I want to know, can the game really be seamlessly from the start to finish? Which I am kind of interested because we only did get like 1 to 2 trailers of this game, so we can assure you that the current content we have developed, including most gameplay shown in the trailer, could be experienced seamlessly. However, there are indeed a few story-driven gameplay segments that require loading screen. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting because we didn't really get to see like barely any loading screens in game when we was watching the showcase trailer. Objectively speaking, achieving 100% seamless loading presents in various challenges in game development, but striving towards this goal and ensuring an uninterrupted smooth gaming experience will always be top priority in our development process. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting to see because, well, I didn't really see that much loading in game. Hopefully, it's kind of interesting to be talking about this, but we'll have to see. Character designs and model quality. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting because some of the character designs look pretty good. Some of them are questionable. So the character designs shown in the trailer didn't really appeal to me, and the model seems quite average, which is very understandable because some of them did look quite average to a degree. We have received a lot of suggestions for players regarding character designs and model quality, and we have taken them to heart. We are currently working on a series of optimizations for characters, rendering, and designs. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. We will also be introducing more new characters soon, and we will welcome your continued valuable suggestions and feedback. I cannot wait to see that. Vehicles and housing system. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. All right. With vehicles customization, there must be a racing, right? Ooh, I did not think of that. Will there be an online multiplayer game mode? Okay, this is gonna be a important answer here. Rest assured, the urban open world gameplay of Neverness To Everness will not be limited to what was shown in the trailer. Okay, we can reveal a little bit. Both vehicles and housing system will be online multiplayer. Okay, so we will have online multiplayer in the future versions. And related to UGC, user-generated content, gameplay is already in the planning stages. Stay tuned. Okay, this is a very good response. Okay, developers are listening. Stories. I'm very interested in the open world gameplay, but the story shouldn't be lacking, right? And the crucial question: can the story be skipped? Skip his story. Okay, so we got players that want to skip story. To avoid spoilers, we will keep the story detail under wrap for now. However, we can assure you that the tone of our story is humorous, lighthearted, and whimsical. Okay, yeah, lighthearted, quote unquote. There's something bad is gonna happen. Just as defined in the game introduction as a lighthearted comedy, we aim to bring you an enjoyable, anomalous adventure. As for the important question for everybody's concerned about, rest assured the story could be skipped. Okay, I mean, skip a story, it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, so we got our last bit here. Going off the video, test schedule and open world setting. So test schedule, and this is gonna be very important because they was talking about here, will you guys not be silent? Please don't make us wait forever, which that is what we hate whenever a game announces something like a showcase trailer or something, and then boom, they stay silent for the next 3 to 6 months, and it's very annoying when that happens. Regarding the steps for the game, we actually included a small Easter egg in the announcement trailer, which many players have noticed. Neverness To Everness will make its first offline exhibit appearance in September. We look forward to meeting you soon, bringing more insight to new content, which is pretty good. Okay, Open world setting. I noticed there was no combat in the city shown in the trailer. Does this mean all battles in the game were triggered in the inner world? This is what I was talking about in my last video. I was like, bro, the combat, I even posted on Twitter. Combat seems like you're gonna be shut off in an enclosed area. It's like there's no combat in the open world, it seems. But this question, you may have already noticed from the game introduction that in this world where humans and supernatural beings are inseparable. The anomaly space, quote unquote, shown in the trailer is a specific rule set in particular anomaly. There are many anomalies with different rules that could be encountered, fought in the open world. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I understand. And thank you all for listening and talking to us so much. We have always hoped to bring some great ideas to lots in the game, making NTE Neverness to Everness the game you want it to be. We also will soon bring a version that you can experience firsthand. We welcome everyone to pre-register and follow NTE on all our social media to avoid missing out on updates and upcoming milestones. We look forward to see you soon and again in September. Okay, so it's funny because they was talking about how, like, you know, hopefully you won't go radio silence, but at least we know when they will have news again, and it's gonna be around in September. So we just gotta wait. That's all. But hey, developers are listening. Tower Fantasy developers are listening. Neverness to Everness developers are listening. These were great answers to some of our questions and concerns. I am pretty excited for the game. I was already impressed. I had some of my concerns, but after this Q&A, I'm very excited for this game to really come out now. I cannot absolutely wait to see what we're going to get our hands into. I kind of wish the game was going to release this year, but since they're talking about they're going to have some news in September, the game might release by next year if possible, probably early next year. So it is what it is, but it would have been good for a early release this year because we're already getting so much open world games such as Azure Premilia, Project Mugen. We're getting so many open world games, including next year with the biggest game, Grand Theft Auto 6, the biggest open world gaming series of all time. So if they're gonna try to release by next year, they have to look out for that game as well, because even though it's a gacha game, well, they still have to look out for other competitors still in that genre that they're trying to fight in as well. So of course, some people, including me, will play GTA 6 around that time of next year. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna be playing Neverness to Everness? Are you guys happy that they came up with this Q&A? I'll see you guys in another video soon.